This week on 90 Day Fiancé, Sims 4 edition. Was there any feeling worse? Was there any feeling better than loving someone who would never give their love back to you? Because Anya knew that her love was unrequited. Life had taught Anya that she could be a slow learner, but she always learned what she needed, and she learned that she loved Lawson. But Lawson was clear, at least from his side anyway, that this was strictly a friendship. It had been 2 weeks since they returned from Underion, and when she got home, Anya found out that her best friend Claudine had to leave for a business trip for her new promotion. She offered to cancel the trip, clearly seeing that Anya was distraught, but Anya told her no because this was important for her friend's career, and the least she could do was be a good friend by letting her friend go. But Lawson came in to the rescue. He talked to Claudine and assured her that he would stay with Anya until she got back home. His cross stitch went wherever he went, and his woodwork would be waiting when he got back. And his dogs, Roxy and Noodle, would come and stay with Anya as well. And if he needed to go home for some reason, then Anya could just come with him. He was determined to be a good friend because he could sense the sadness in Anya's eyes, and he didn't want to leave her alone to travel down dark places by herself. And so Lawson proceeded to be the man that he's always been. He watched the stars with Anya at night when she couldn't sleep. They looked at pictures from Underion and of her grandmother and grandfather from when she was young. They went to restaurants to eat dinner. They even walked the dogs together, even when the dogs pulled them in opposite directions. They went to the spa. They ate breakfast together. They did so many wonderful things. They even went back to Windenburg a couple of times to check on his house. They even went to one of his best friend's art shows, and Anya seemed to get closer and closer to herself. She cooked at his place. With Lawson, Anya had the space to do everything she needed to do to get back to herself. They ate together. She cried on his shoulder. They laughed side by side. And if Lawson ever needed backup to help with Anya's emotions, then Noodle and Roxy, sometimes when she wasn't sleeping, were always there to help be a support to her. Lawson was in awe of Anya. Watching her healing journey reminded him of how resilient people could be, and it made him love her more. And yes, he did love her, but his heart was broken. But anytime she did something to make him laugh, or the times where they were just a little bit too close, he was so tempted to go back on his word. But if his heart was broken, Anya's heart was broken, and her hope was broken as well from her loss. How did he know that he wasn't just a rebound? How did he know that her feelings were true? It left him to wonder what healed faster, a broken heart or broken hope or broken trust. Lawson didn't have the answers, and at his age, that was scary for him, and he had to admit that it took a level of bravery to take the risk, a bravery that he admired Anya for having, a bravery that he apparently lacked, because he had made his decision. He would go out, he would date, as soon as he got her friend back to her and made sure she was in good care. He would forget about the longing looks, he would forget about the long hugs, and most of all, he would forget about the potential for their future. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You're watching Justamomthatsims. I'm KT, and I'm here today for another 90 Day Fiancé Sims 4 edition. This is a Sims 4 love story. So if you like to have fun and you like a good story, please consider liking, subscribing, following, commenting. Just do all the things. We are starting the episode off with Anya. She is fresh back from her trip. She went to Underion with Lawson. She did have a very unfortunate situation. She did lose the baby that she was expecting,
expecting. She was pregnant by Brunson, didn't want to be pregnant by Brunson especially. However, this is kind of where we are. Today, she's got some goals. Those goals include going to Copperdale because her best friend, Claudine, had found where Brunson lives. He had changed his name on paper since university. Her bestie came through, found him. I'll come with you. She's going to go to work. When we come back, she'll actually be at her best friend's house. We'll be right back. We are back. We are at Claudine's house. Anya's come straight over for work. She still has her robes on and everything. But I will say she looks amazing. She's coming in like, Claudine, where are you, girl? And she's like, I'm upstairs. And of course she is. She's on that computer as she always will be. Anya's like, hey, girl, how you doing? I heard you got promoted. And she's like, yeah, I absolutely got promoted to legal eagle. That's why I'm working hard. She's like, have you eaten? And Claudine is like, girl, are you okay? She's like, I'm so sorry. How are you feeling? Honestly, you can tell me anything and everything. Of course she knows that. That's her bestie. She's like, I know. I'm kind of relieved. I'm sad but relieved. I'm feeling two things. And that's a real life lesson in the Sims 4. I tell this to my son all the time. It's okay. You can feel two dual emotions at the same time. Sometimes you feel 3, 4, or 5. You can be sad and happy. You can be angry and relieved. You can be all these things at once. And that's where Anya is. With this loss, she feels sadness, but she feels relieved. So she's like, some leftovers from the last time I was here and cooked. They are coming down and they're eating some of this food that Anya cooked last time. They're just kind of eating in silence because sometimes that's what friendship is. Just silently supporting each other. And Claudine is waiting because she's trying to see, do you want me to go with you? And so she's just like, let's just eat in peace so that we don't have to argue because they got one of those real friendships, I'm not going to say they argue, but it comes out. She's like, do you need me to go with you to Copperdale? Because this guy is up to something. It's no good and I don't like it. You're not all the way back to yourself yet, Anya. I want to make sure you stand your ground. I just don't want you to mess it up. She's like, I love you, girl. I know that you would do this for me in a heartbeat, but I got to do this alone. She's like, but really, I want to tell you about my trip. And she's like, yeah, with Lawson, how did it go, girl? She's like, what time does your flight leave? And she's like, oh, it leaves late tonight. It's a red eye overnight flight. Anya's saying, I really want to talk to you about these fears that I have. And I'm really scared because I went on this trip with Lawson and I really like him. It's more than that. And Claudine is like, more how? Like, how much more? What kind of feelings are we talking about? Because she says, I always say you got to go after what you want, especially if you mess up the first time. And Anya's saying, I know you're right. She said, I think I love him. I know I love him. And I got to be honest with you if I can't be honest with anybody else. Claudine is a little shocked, but not really, because she told her from the beginning to go with Lawson. She really did, but Anya's got to live her life. Anya is saying, he told me he just wants to be friends, and Claudine is going to go clean up. She's feeling unflirty again. And normally if this popped up twice, I would accept it, but I think with her recent loss, she's just got to kind of go through these motions. Claudine is like, girl, I love you, but your picker's off, girl, and you got to clean up the mess you made. Everybody makes a mess, and I'm here for you 100%, but you got to clean it up. And she's like, yeah, I can't go back into the pool of frogs hoping they're princes. What have you been doing? Are you still dating men and women? Claudine, what's going on? She's like, I'm still exploring, trying to figure stuff out right now. I like both. And he's like, well, there's nothing wrong with that. I've just always been attracted to men only, but I kind of like that you're open. Before Anya heads out for her flight, I just wanted to ask you about work. I know we're on different paths and congratulations on your promotion, but I'm just trying to see if you have any advice for me. And you want to know what's interesting? I think Claudine is actually one step away from partner. That's why she's working so hard, guys. But she's telling her, Anya, you rose up really fast, so just keep doing what you're doing, babe, but make sure you keep it balanced. So Anya's like, okay, she's got to go. So she's going to tell her goodbye. She's starting to feel sick too, but we'll be right back. We are back and we are here with Anya, and she sees this kid outside and she's like, oh man, I wonder this is the house. So she goes closer and she's like, hi, how are you? And she sees 204. She's like, yep, this is the address for sure that Claudine found. So she's gonna come over here and she's gonna look through the window, doing it covertly so that the child doesn't see, but she's like, that's Brunson right there. He did not see her. She's thinking, oh my gosh, this child, who is she? She's gonna knock on the door because she's getting queasy. She's literally getting sick thinking, oh my gosh, is this Brunson's child? Thinking that she was pregnant with Brunson's baby and he has a family. I think this is interesting because we see Brunson, she's like, oh my gosh, she's noticing there's a lady sleep in the room. So she is like, oh my gosh, wake up, wake up. She's gonna ask him straight up, are you single? Like, what are you doing? She's like, all of y'all need to wake up. And he's like, what are you doing here? He's been drinking. He is tipsy. And his wife is like, who is this, Brunson? He's like, oh, honey, it's no one. It's no one at all. She's like, really? So she sees them kissing. She's like, oh, is this what it is? But she's like, oh, okay. And he's trying to get away because he's like, oh, it's nothing. So Anya's like, who are you? And he keeps saying no one. And she's sleeping in this other room. So Anya's like, fine then, give me a kiss. And she's like, wait, now there's a secret. Brunson and Alicia have a strange relationship. He is immediately gonna come over and he's gonna apologize. He's like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And Anya's like, oh, this is what you're doing? So Anya's like, something interesting is going on here. So she's gonna tell him, I don't want to be with you anymore, ever. And she's like, I'm ending things. And she successfully did that. And then I think that she would meet with Alicia and tell her, he's trash, girl. You can do better. I can do better. That's just that on that. And she's like, I can't believe you did that. Anya has gotten the closure she needs. She doesn't feel happy about breaking up a home, but she also hates to see someone just doing something that's so horrible. She's gonna go home. She's done what she needs to do, and we'll be right back. We are back. Anya is home. She's working from home today. She doesn't feel like going out for work. There's another big issue with the confrontation that she had with Brunson. It is now a scandal called the Unfair Affair. Now, it's not out yet. However, his wife does know about it, and it could get leaked. Also, potentially his kid that she found out about could have heard the argument. She is not sure, guys. However, if this gets out, it's pretty severe because she is a celebrity and she is a judge, and it would just be a big deal in her career. She's going to keep an eye on it and hope nothing comes from it. Anya's going to get to work, and there's something else that you need to know, and that is that her and Lawson have been talking regularly since the trip, and it's giving her confusing feelings because she's like, man, we're talking every day, and yeah, we're talking friendship things, sure. However, we are also in this easy flowing thing, and it's just like being in love and being a couple. A long distance relationship, sure, but still, just it feels like something else. So with that in mind, she is going to send him a little flirty call, and he has told her they are friends, and maybe she's being a little pushy. However, she doesn't want to lose him. She's giving him some space, but he calls her too. So she knows she's not over calling him, but maybe she's being a little flirty, but she's doing it subtly. She wants to give him space, but she can't let him go. She knows now this is a good man, and she has got to win him. And it's a situation that she's never had to be in, and she's out of her normal comfort zone. She doesn't know how to deal with that. But Lawson did text her because she's got a birthday coming up. It is a big birthday. In fact, she'll be turning 30. He's wanting to fly her out to Windenburg to throw a big party for her because she told him that she hasn't celebrated her birthday since her grandparents passed away, and even Claudine can't get her to celebrate. That's what he wants to do for her. They are just planning to spend time together.
Let me know in the comments what you think Anya should do next, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. And until next time, remember, keep simming, be happy, and always have a blessed day. Bye bye.